Hey, as you guys can see, it is very cold today. Today is again, I'm recording this on a Thursday. I'm gonna upload it tomorrow on Friday. It is very cold today. Thank you, Crow. I don't know if you guys heard that, but yep, that crow right there, the one that just flew by. It's so cold today. Oh my gosh, it's like 19 degrees out here. Um, I came outside with one jacket and I had to go back inside to get a second one because I honestly can't bear this. It's really cold. All right, but today we're gonna be talking about anger. And I'm gonna talk about how it affects me, my story with that emotion. And I'm gonna give you guys some advice, some advice from him, that he's asked me to give you guys. I'm gonna give you guys this advice because it's a very big thing, man, and it ties into a whole lot of other things, like relationships, like how we talked about in the love video, and even forgiveness. So yeah, let's get straight into it. James chapter 1 verse 19 says, everyone should be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. For the anger of man does not produce the righteousness of God. What this is saying is that we should always be quick to listen to the story, to listen to someone's side of things, or be quick to listen to someone else, instead of our own thoughts and just our head telling us to get angry and get angry. We should be slow to speak because a lot of us try to jump the gun and say, oh yeah, this and that, and we just try to start arguments and stupid fights that we don't really need to start. um and we should definitely be slow to anger because anger just makes you blind. Whenever you get angry, you do irrational things, and being angry is not good because it's an opportunity that you give to the devil. Because whenever you're angry, like I just said, you do irrational things, so you could do a lot of crazy things depending on how angry you are, depending on the situation as well, and whatever is going on. Just being angry in general never works out. Anger sometimes, sometimes it can be like a good thing depending on if it's controlled. If you're controlling your anger, sometimes it can be good, for certain like situations in life. Like maybe like you're playing a game and you're angry because you're losing and you want to win. You can use that to like fuel you to want to win, right? Like a soccer game or a basketball game. If you control that anger and like harness it, you can use it to play better, right? But that's rarely the case, because most of the time anger is a bad thing. And like I was saying, this also ties into forgiveness, because sometimes you get into an argument with someone and someone has done something wrong to you, and you want to get back at them for doing that. Oh my gosh, it is so, when guys, bear with me. This is, wow. Bear with me here. This is really bad. This is really bad. The wind is bad today. Um Anyways, what I was saying was, if you forgive that person, oh wow, this is, whoa, wow. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. That's really cool, dude. Wow. I don't know if you guys could hear the wind, but you could clearly see I'm not touching the phone. The phone's literally moving on its own. And you can see the little snow particles in the air. Oh, this is great. No, this is great. This is great. I love this. Letting go of that anger and forgiving that person is great, because when you forgive them, you let go of that hatred that you have, right? This also ties into forgiveness because sometimes you get into an argument or a misunderstanding with someone, and that person makes you angry. You want to be angry at them, right? Sometimes they did do something to wrong you in a way, and you want to be angry at them, right? But holding on to that anger towards that person not only hurts your relationship with whoever that person is, it also hurts your relationship with God, and it could hurt you, right? Because if you bear that hatred towards someone, then it's hard to carry on, and that's why it's good to let go of that and try to move on from it. And especially with even if you don't have to be best friends with that person, but if you're having that problem, and forgiving them is g- is the forgiving them is good because you let go of that anger, you do that for yourself. You can do that for yourself. You don't have to forgive them and be like, oh yeah, let's forget about everything that happened. Let's be best friends. No, that doesn't have to happen. But you don't have to hate that person, right? Let go of that hatred. That guy is wearing shorts, dude. Oh, I can't. I'm still cold. My hand is freezing and I'm wearing gloves. Letting go of that hatred, that anger towards that person is very good because it's like a weight lifted off your shoulders, right? Because you're bearing this grudge, this and that, and it messes up your day, right? Don't let your anger, one angry day, carry on to the next. Never let that happen. If you're angry for today, okay, be angry today, but tomorrow, don't be angry. Don't carry that anger on towards that day, because not only does that keep presenting the devil with more opportunities to get you while you're in that angry state, it also, messes up your day to day, and it can also even mess up your relationship with other people. And like I said, even with God. Um, yeah, it's not good. And the telekinesis is moving the phone again. Like, this is great. I love the wind. Thank you, wind. I tried switching up where I'm sitting at. Hopefully, doesn't affect it that bad. And yeah. Okay, let's continue the video now, man. So sometimes it can even be like a little misunderstanding that you have with someone, right? Sometimes it's not even that big of a deal, but instead of trying to understand the situation or that person's side of the story, um, we just jump to conclusions, we assume things, and that just, it just escalates the situation that doesn't need to be escalated. And that's just not good, man, right? So we should seek to understand first, right? Um, Seek to understand, hey, what's going on calmly, right? Always do it with, that coolness, that level-headed, being gentle, being calm and kind, being like, hey, what happened, this and that. Even if the situation's bad, getting angry is not going to solve it. So always try to understand what's happening, before jumping to conclusions and just getting angry, because sometimes it might not even be a big deal, but you getting angry can make it a big deal, right? And that can turn people away from you, and it's just an ugly thing, and you don't want to see that happen, because just fighting people and causing problems just because you had like a bad reaction to something. It happens to me a lot. I've had that happen, um good thing is I have a lot of friends who are very level-headed, and we work through things. And yeah, we don't really get angry around each other. We get annoyed, but angry, that's kind of hard to happen. Proverbs 15:1 says, a soft word turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger, right? And what that's saying is that sometimes others will be angry. You could be, chill dude, you could just be relaxing, but someone around you might be angry. And how you could deal with that is you could try talking to them, right? And, depending on it, they could talk to you, but they just might ignore you. They might get angry if you keep approaching them. So at that point, I would just let them cool off, right? Let that person cool off and relax. And, just give them some time, and if they say something hurtful to you or anything like that, try not to take it personal, because they're angry. They're, like I said, you act irrationally when you're angry at times. So by if they say something hurtful to you, and if you say something hurtful back, that's only going to cause more anger. That's only going to cause more issues between you two. But being kind to them, and giving them a nice answer, like a soft answer, not being harsh to them like how they might be to you, that will turn away their wrath. That might even help them cool down a little bit. you know but if you respond with anger, the only outcome is going to be anger. You guys are just going to get angry at each other, and like I said, misunderstandings turn to misunderstandings, and next thing you know, it's a big fight. Everything escalates to the max, and you don't even know what's happening. Oh. This, if only that pimple wasn't there, bro. It's light skin hours. It's light skin hours. Now I'm gonna tell you guys my side, right? Me, I have been a person who also has struggled with anger a lot over the years, especially with my parents. It hasn't ruined any of my relationship with my friends, because I have been improving. But when it comes to my parents, I've had a lot of arguments. I talk back a lot, and it's just not good. And this not only applies to like a relationship with, your family members, but anyone. Um, Never, you know, even if you're right, sometimes you get into an argument with someone, they might be in the right, you might be in the right. If they're angry, you know, you getting angry at them might also get them angry at you. And even if you are in the right, try to explain calmly your side of the story. And, that might even make them want to explain their side of the story calmly. Because if you respond with anger in an argument, like I just said, now you're immediately in the wrong. Let's just say I'm arguing with someone about something. I'm right, right? In this situation, I'm right and they're wrong. If they're angry at me and I get angry back at them, start insulting them, being harsh towards them and not being kind, then now I'm also in the wrong and they're in the wrong and there's no clarity. Who's right now? No one's right anymore. And I would get angry a lot with my mom. Me and her would argue a lot. And that's also the reason why I wanted to make this video today. It was gonna be a different video, but I thought about it and I was like, wow, yeah, let's go ahead and speak up about this. Um, and yeah, me and my mom would argue a lot, especially like in the years back, when I was a bit younger. I'm 18 now, so I'd say I'm a bit better to work with. But when I was like 14, 13, even 15, I was definitely a lot worse to deal with. Because I never even tried to stay cool headed. I would just fly off the handle. I'd get angry. I'd say so many mean things. I used to curse too, so I would say a lot of harsh things. And yeah, that's not good. Don't You have to watch what you say to others because your words cut deeper than any knife, right? And it's not good because it can really hurt another person, your words. And you don't want to hurt a friend, you don't want to hurt a family member because that can really mess up that relationship. Think about this. If you get a blank piece of paper, it's a normal piece of paper, that's your relationship with that person. And if you get angry, think about it crumbling up, right? Crumbles up. And you guys are good. You guys forgive each other. You guys talk to each other. And now you uncrumble that paper. What's different with it now? Now the paper is back to normal, but it's wrinkly, right? That relationship won't go back to being the same. So that's why we have to really try to focus on being patient, being kind, and understanding towards not only our feelings, but other people's feelings. Because, um, you know, you have to take into account how other people feel as along with your own feelings, right? So you can try to understand what they're feeling and they can try to understand how you're feeling and you guys can find some common ground, some clarity, some understanding like, oh yeah, this is what's happening. It's cool, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't argue with people over petty things. Being petty is never good. And even if someone does something wrong to you and you might not even know that person, just move on. There's no reason in getting angry at that because you're choosing to react, right? In life, a lot, actually most things are because of how you choose to react. If someone calls me uh something like a name, I can choose whether I want to get mad at them, say something back to them, or if I just want to carry on with my day and pray for them, right? Because life is all about reactions, how you react to whatever is happening around you. It's a bad situation, you can choose to react badly to it, and it'll just make you feel worse. If it's a good situation, you can choose to react good. You could choose to react better to it, and you'll feel good. There's no reason why you should always be reacting in a bad way, and that even comes up in arguments. Never choose to react in a bad way. Always strive to be kind, calm, and understanding. You know, no matter what the situation is around you, no matter who wronged you, who said what to you, who's right or wrong, just try to be understanding. Try to react well, right? Because the worse you react, the more you stir up that anger, the more you give the devil opportunities to take, not take over your life, but to affect your life in a bad way and can cause you to do some really bad things to not only yourself but to others. And it can even hurt your relationship with God because wrath is not for us. Wrath is for God. If someone does something wrong to you, you pray to God about it, let him handle it. Don't don't try to handle it yourself because that's not something we can handle. That feeling is not something that we should even try to handle, because we will always end up doing something stupid, right? Now that being said, like I said at the beginning of the video, if you're playing a sport and you're very passionate, you could control that anger and do that. But like I said, that's rarely the case, you know. Um, and it could be kind of dangerous if you're not controlling it, because that can also make you fight people on the court, field, whatever you play on, right? And anger is rarely justified. So try not to get angry. Try to stay cool, calm, and collected. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Very sorry this video is gonna be a bit rough, because um I'm fighting against the elements here. The phone was falling over. I don't know. I might cut some of those parts out, so you guys might not even see it. But this was a rough recording. Okay, it's very windy. It's very cold. My hands are freezing right now. But I just wanted to get this video out to you guys, and yeah, um, happy Friday, because when you guys watch this, it will be Friday. Happy Friday. Hope you guys have a happy weekend. Um, oh, look at that. Look at the phone moving. Look at the phone moving. You guys saw that movement? That's the wind right there. I might do a little replay. That's the wind right there. Anyways, react well to your situations. Don't let anger take over. Pray to God for patience and for you to be kind. Choose to always react kindly to any negativity and any positivity as well, because you choosing to be different and reacting in a good way towards situations in life and other people in life, people will see that, and they will find no reason to be angry at you. And that might even change their hearts, right? And if they ask, hey, why are you so nice all the time? Be like, because God's nice to me, so I should be nice to others, right? God is kind to me, so why wouldn't I be kind to others? Because everyone deserves love, everyone deserves forgiveness. Don't be angry, okay? Now I'm saying, wow, my thumb looks crazy in his glove. Now, that being said, sometimes you will slip up. Sometimes you will get angry, at yourself, at anyone, you know, and I understand that, because none of us are perfect. And I just realized I've been yapping for like another 2 minutes, even after I said I was going to end the video. That's all right. Thank you guys for watching. Let's be kind to each other. Let's not get angry. Let's be kind. Love you guys. Stay blessed.